without the use of your hands. Let's hear what our national table tennis champion, Damian Dublin, has to say.
I tried it and it works. There are 4 options. Simply add an attachment to your existing toilet seat, or choose a non-electric seat, or better, an electric seat that washes and dries you with warm water and air. Lastly, get a complete smart toilet that also flushes itself. What are you waiting for? Get your smart toilet seat today. Be smart, be refreshed, be clean, be a winner like me.
Our smart toilet seat is available throughout St. Vincent at retail outlets with the orange flags. You can call us at 457-1703 or visit our website at justwashit.vc.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. 85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
99.9 WEFM. WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
All right, folks, so we are back with you for another commentary segment on this morning's Activated Mornings program. You have in studio with you Dianna, Cain, and myself, Roleza, Samuel, and we are here with you every morning, 6 to 10, Monday to Friday. All right, don't look for we on the weekend. We take our break then. Yay. All right, the number to get interactive with us is 457-9997. If you wish to call or to lend your voice to any particular topic that we are talking on, right? And we're also live on Facebook and YouTube. Okay, so let's jump into our scheduled topics at this time. What's happening?
So could just say this is not his time of the year, them Christmas. He don't want to hear the Christmas. Could you not want to hear the Christmas music? Why? Because is it because of today?
Kojo, are you a Grinch? Kojo, are you a Grinch? Now, I know I ain't a big fan of Christmas, but geez, I don't mind the Christmas music. All right. Yeah, let's get into it. All right. So we are going to deal with some stories that came to our attention in news stemming from the courts. All right. Courts, as in legal courts. So first up, a Californian charged with stealing from Massy supermarket. Now, reading this from Eyewitness News, actually all are going to be read from Eyewitness News. The Californian and vocalist Mav O'Brien of Morgan on Tuesday appeared before the Kingston Magistrates Court, where she pleaded not guilty to a charge that she stole several items valued at $273.33 from the supermarket. She is alleged to have stolen these items on the 30th of October. Amongst them were items such as deodorant, cheese, fabric freshener, Oreos, biscuits, charcoal post strips, raisin and biscuits, 2 packs of plenty biscuits though. Hold on, I didn't even realize that. Anyhow, peanuts, protein bar, cleansing cloth, etc. All right, and she's alleged to have stolen several things from the Massy supermarket. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this to the attention is, number one, folks, if it's how to say this on air, boy. If it's one supermarket that you are going to be prosecuted in terms of charges brought against you for stealing from, is Massy. All right. Now, this is not to say that you steal from anybody else, but if you've ever noticed when it comes to articles or things that we see in terms of supermarket bringing charges against people, is Massy. All right. Now, the thing of it is that one of the things that I noted in the comment section yesterday under this, and sometimes this is why it is I stay away from comment section, right? I noticed that many persons are saying times are hard, right? And it seems as if persons are using that as a justification. Now, I am not here to give commentary to nail this lady to the cross, right? I don't know why it is she did what she did. She would have to know. And as I keep saying that there are many times when any of us can find ourselves making the news. Now, this is a little different in terms of it being a deliberate act, right? Because you know right from wrong, and this was a deliberate act. But at any point in time, any of us can make the news. I can leave here today and something just happens, right? Let's say I just lose focus for whatever reason. I'm distracted. Somebody really agitated me. We don't know, right? So I could possibly make the news tomorrow morning. So I'm not nailing her to the cross because of this. What it is that I was so disappointed with was reading the comments yesterday and persons saying that times are hard. I do not know when times being hard is a justification for stealing. And if we are going to say times are hard, then anything that people can't do could possibly be justified under times are hard. All right. So it's just that it's one of those things where, yes, the person may have committed an act. And so we're going to see what develops from this story later on. The trial is set for, well, the 8th of April next year, right? We're going to see what happens and if there's whatever reasoning might be given at that point in time. But it's just the way in which persons think, or some persons in society think. That is why it is that I brought up this particular topic, right? Because you can't tell me times are hard and you're going to justify it for doing something, right? No, again, I said, we will find out what has happened with all the reasoning behind it later on when the trial is set. And right? So that's just my thoughts.
Like you said, I find for a lot of news about persons stealing things, people would always be in the comment section talking about how hard times are, and I agree with you. It's yes, the times are hard, but it is not an excuse to do something like this and find yourself in trouble with the law. So we gotta, anyways, you know what? People gotta always just comment whatever they want to comment, but it is good to know that it's not a justification for any of these things.
Yeah, which is true. People will comment and people would always can't say what they want to say. But I think sometimes is your thought process first before you even type. You have to have thought it before even typing.
Right first, think later.
and the thing of it is that it wasn't like just one person saying it. It was multiple persons saying it, which is why it ticked me off, right? It really did tick me off. So, all right. So we would await the trial and more information would be provided. I noticed that persons will also comment down on Kenson, as usual, in terms of other news outlets not giving the person's name. Now, do we pick and choose when we want for names to be revealed in terms of persons who have been brought before the courts, right? I know sometimes, yes, the general argument or discussion is you have some people committing crimes and their names are never revealed, right? Or they're never revealed until the trial happens. But are we really looking to pick and choose when we see names appearing, right? If I happen to do something, would my name necessarily appear? Would it be held back? And should it be held back?
I could tell you just now.
Hi, caller. Good morning.
Good morning. Times are hard. So I would go out and I would steal from you, Roleza and Dianna. What does it make? How does that make things easy for you, the victim?
Yeah, and you stealing from me, taking something that I might have saved up for a whole year or years, you know. What's the justification there?
Oh, wait, I'm on a different note. I know she's going to kill me for this, but Mrs. Richardson is listening to you. Just say hi to her for me, please. She might respond.
Good morning,
Hi,
Mrs. Richardson.
Good morning.
We trust that you're having a... happy to hear you. Joshua's always speaking about you, but we never hear from you. So we're happy to hear you.
Okay.
All right. Have a good one. And hope Joshua doesn't send up your blood pressure today.
Indeed.
Yes, I'm leaving the house now.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Days, yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Take care.
good-
Have a good one. All right.
I'm telling you, you guys are lucky. I mean, that is like a once in a blue moon thing.
She sounds so lovely, Joshua.
She is lovely. She is lovely.
He
She's
always says
lovely.
she's lovely.
Yeah. Well, I got to say that, she's listening to me.
Oh,
No, I forget what I was saying,
times
but
are harder.
I'm really glad you got the opportunity to hear your voice. And it's not just what I say. I mean, that's just who she is, inside, outside, except for when I drive her crazy.
Nah,
Well-
I believe she's still like that when you drive her crazy.
Yeah. Well, love is love to you, I think as we discussed, you might drive her crazy, but she's going to love you regardless. She knows how you are. So yeah.
Yes, she could deal with deal with my love. If I don't love her, Dave might pick her up. You never know.
I alter that.
Lord.
They might pick her up for spite too, but I alter that.
Yeah, but back to the topic. I have no sympathy at all for someone who steals. If you are hungry, beg. Don't go and steal, because when I steal from you, I deprive you of something that you work hard for. And some people think it's okay. And there are those of us who would like to point a finger at our children. But we go to the office or we go to school and we bring home a pencil or a pen or anything that doesn't belong to us. My
Why you say that, Joshua?
Can know everybody guilty.
because many of us could put our hands up. I remember, my wife is an amazing person. When our kids were in school, if one of them bring home a pencil that didn't belong to them, it was going back.
Yeah, my mother was like that too. My mother's like that. Don't bring home anything that don't belong to you.
Where you get it from?
He's such an amazing person, right? Because of my line of work, I could get into a lot of places, without in, because it's me. One day she walked in with me. She went to this art show, and she just walked in, and they didn't collect any money from her because they assumed that, well, she's with me. When we got home, she said, "Wait a minute, I didn't pay the entrance fee." Guess who had to go back to pay the entry fee?
You went
Husband dearest. Come on.
Me.
Come on.
Me. She sent me back, and the lady said, "Oh, we saw her, but we, don't worry about it." I said, "Please take this money from me, because I got hell to pay if I don't leave the money with you." So that's the type of person she is, So when we talk about stealing, I am not different from the lady who went in there and stole all those items. Wherever she put them, I don't know. Because, when we take home that pen from work, or we take that extra time, but for God's grace, there go I. But it does not give me the right to deprive you of something that belongs to you.
Yep.
So have a great day. And my wife genuinely loves, well, she's already gone. She genuinely loves you guys. I mean, she comments all the time. Sometimes I'm not even, I don't even know that she's listening to our favorite caller. She said, where does he get his information from? But he's not listening. I ain't calling nobody name.
Nah, you had to call everybody know. All right. Thank you, Joshua.
And God bless Donald Trump.
Joshua, this is where we differ in opinions. Have a great day, okay?
Oh, it doesn't matter. God still bless him. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.
Take care. Bye. All right. You're going to say something when I said, any one of us commit the news. The name's being withheld. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, caller. Morning.
Hi, beautiful.
Morning.
A lovely day.
Yeah, man. That's how I love to hear you excited and so on. When I call, I want to hear good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. I'm not even going to worry about the negatives. And how it's sexy, Dianna.
Dave, wait, hold on, Dave. Hold on. Start. What you just say? What you just say?
I say how it's sexy, Dianna.
Dave, you know what sexy means?
You know what I mean? Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, good now.
Anyhow, let me go on. I
Dave?
just want to respond quickly. I was to the elections in America the results and so on. I was hoping that for the second time, where the American politics is concerned, I would have been able to, like when Obama forced colored black man to become president in the United States of America, I was hoping that the same thing would have happened with my sister, if I can say that, over there, to become the first colored or black president of the United States of America. I was very disappointed. But when you're not familiar with how business goes on in those places, especially where the politics is concerned. By the way, I hear our Prime Minister responded. I want to hear what he has to say.
Well, I mean, the results haven't been official as yet, so I guess he will say something.
Huh?
The results haven't been official as yet.
Okay, I know that, but
yeah.
I mean, come on, don't tell me that.
And David, it's only 8:30. It's only 8:30 in the morning.
Okay, hold on to that. Yeah, so the thing about it, America controls the world as the number one country in the world. And many Vincentians talk about America as they're born and bred and all of that there. And if you ask somebody where they would, Vincentian, where they would prefer to go, America or Russia? I ain't going to ask you all what is the answer. But in my humble opinion, everybody wants to go to America.
But why would I go to Russia, Dave?
Hello?
Why would I choose to go to Russia?
All right, well, that's why I raise the question, That's why I raise the question. They are in the Western Hemisphere. It is a superpower. I mean, they call them the world police and all of that. They have a hand to play in everything in the world and so on. Their biggest rival would be the same Russia, places like China and so on, right? Because when you're number one, everybody looking to topple you or to get the better of you and that sort of thing. But yes, I regret I haven't experienced the same sort of overwhelming political response that I was hoping for, and I'm sure many of our Caribbean people, I could be wrong, but I believe many of them, or most of them, or all of them, are looking forward to a Kamala Harris victory and so on. Be that as it may, it was good for her. But I'm not sure if she'll return to that, if she'll have a second chance. Because most of the time when these presidents are elected, well, Donald Trump now is the oldest man to be elected as president again, right? But we can't get away from it. They control the world, whatever, their economy and all of that. A lot of us depend on them. Never mind our politics is different. And with Trump now, it's interesting to see how he's going to deal with people. Trump is a disgrace as far as I'm concerned. He is a human disgrace. And to think that the world's number one country could be headed and led by someone like Trump's character. Oh God, man. Where Are you the best model? Are you a role model for future generations of our people? But it only shows that not everybody loves what is clean and what is nice and so on. I mean,
All
his
right,
mouth
so-
is just obnoxious.
Mhm.
And I really regret that women could find themselves voting for Trump. But that's another issue.
All right,
Yeah,
thanks.
so that's
thanks.
I just want to make that input. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Dave. All right. Right. Back to, I'm kind of curious what you're going to say.
Oh well, I think I was about to say, the rich and the poor live two very different lives. So they say what's good for the goose is good for the gander, but when it comes to rich and poor, what's good for the goose is not good for the gander. So as people are saying, when persons of a certain financial status do certain things, you don't see their names published. I expect that, because I mean it's the way of the world. When you are of a certain financial status, you have certain privileges, certain things that a poorer class would not get and would not experience. So
But then in this case, because we noticed that other news outlets did not say the name. Eyewitness News did, right? So
eyewitness news ain't gonna hold back.
right, and that's the thing. So do we pick and choose, or should they pick and choose? So I mean, if your name is before the courts, is before the courts. This is public information. So yeah, right. So that is that story. All right. On to another story. At this time, court awards $34,200 to prison officer for wrongful arrest at detention. I had to chuckle when I started reading this. So the High Court ordered that the Attorney General and 3 police officers pay prison officer Kenson Cain over his wrongful arrest and imprisonment on the 22nd of May, 2020. All right. State have plenty of money to pay out of recent. That's why it is a chuckle. That was why it is I chuckled. Again, anyway. Police officers, detectives, sergeants beyond Duncan, corporals Dwight James and Alex Primus had arrested Cain on instructions of the superintendent of police and head of CID, Boston Francis. All right. Cain, represented by Zita Banwell of Jomo Thomas Chambers, filed a lawsuit saying that the officers wrongfully arrested and imprisoned him. Now I have to also chuckle when I hear whose Chambers are represented here, right? Because this too is a trend, right? All right, that's me being amusing there, right? Anyhow, so in the 29th of October decision, High Court Master Cybel Sanakadante, I suppose this pronunciation, ordered that Cain receive general damages of $16,500 for exemplary aggravated damages of $12,000 and prescribed costs of $5,700 with interest of 5% from May 4, 2023 to the judgment date. All right. So this stemmed from the fact that he was detained. The judge found that embarrassment and negative effects were exacerbated by unreasonableness of the detention. And she found that his rights and liberty was disregarded, and his treatment during detention was unpleasant and humiliating. All right. So that story is also on Eyewitness News. So we've heard about his name, at least in the media, since 2020. And given what has happened, and it's just interesting to see how the situation of how the situation has transpired. So yet another case, one for a civilian. In that the state is to pay. I think my question, though, and I probably need to find some information on this, is generally when the state is to pay, how soon do persons receive payment? I think that is my question, because there's one thing for you to be awarded a judgment, but it's next thing for you to actually get that payout. So I think I'd make that inquiry out of curiosity, not fastness, curiosity. All right. So
I'm curious to know, but I'm pleased. I am pleased. I love when people get justice. So whenever I see cases where persons,
Jamaican justice, we were justice.
All right.
You see the woman in your head? Yeah.
Now, whenever persons get justice for anything that was, any unjust thing that was done to them, I am very pleased, no matter what. But when they said the state had to pay, just like the case the other day, you start to wonder, Well. You know, they
because
really,
it's coming from taxpayers' money.
yes.
So okay, so in this, so the
please.
last one, I said that I wasn't happy that our taxpayer money was being used for that. How you feel about this one?
I don't mind. No, and no, let me say, I'm still not happy that taxpayers' money being used to pay for these things. I feel like the persons that pay their own money.
Okay.
But me glad the people that may get justice. Me love, I'm loving what I'm seeing in the media as of late, as it relates to justice being solved, and even for the police officers with, when they release the press releases about the different cases that we normally would not hear about. I am really loving all of that. We can do something with them payment thing, by the people them can't pay that money themselves.
No, they can't. Many of them can't.
I am assuming that it's in the law somewhere.
No, they can't.
No.
No. All right, on to another story.
But why not? Why is it
because
this
some
way?
people may not have the means. Oh, you mean to rewrite the laws?
Of course.
All right. So on to another story. So $10,000 fine for man who WhatsApp penis pic. All right. Yes, I did make that sound down here. Sorry. A 40-year-old man was on Tuesday ordered to pay a fine of $10,000 within a year for sending a photo of his penis to his 16-year-old stepdaughter's 18-year-old cousin. All right. Now, the man Hudson Prescott of Vermont / New Montrose, who told him, all right, so leave out that part, right? Y'all could read the story on Eyewitnesses. I don't think I need to say it. But anyhow, if he breaches the bond, he must pay $2,000 forthwith or go to prison for 1 year. So the details with regards to this, so she said what she found, so this is Senior Magistrate Tamika McKenzie, said what she found particularly aggravating in that situation was akin to grooming, where you start with a little comment to try to sway, telling a woman to bend over in a bathing suit if any consideration. And the article goes on to state in terms of why that comment even came up in the first place, right? But anyhow, so the gist of it is that he stated that he meant to send the picture to another individual, but he sent it to this other young lady, right? And as the magistrate is saying that this could be a form of grooming, it's also an unsolicited picture that was sent. All right. No, the thing of it is that let's let Dianna and I are speaking here as females. Y'all just listening, right? There are times as females where men would think that it's okay to send these type of pictures, thinking that it is somehow going to be of interest to us. Gentlemen, we are telling you, no, it's not. Dianna, can you catch yourself, please? We are telling you, no, it's not, right? Especially in the instances where we do not have an actual relationship with you, we do not like it. All right, so it's not a way to entice us. It's not a way to get us interested. Unsolicited pics, and there's an actual term that is said, but unsolicited pictures, we do not like to receive. All right. And I am so happy that this man was fined for this.
Yes.
Because yes, he might have been trying strokes, as we tend to say, might have been trying to, maybe to see how far it would have gotten him. Maybe she would have given in, and maybe she would have shown some interest and gone further. The thing of it is that she had no interest in you. You all were not in a relationship. Don't do it. And I think that there are many more men in SVG who could possibly be fined for this as well. All right, so.
Correct. I am just so speechless. But again, I just have to, I'm trying to find another way around this, but I simply have to agree. I am always about, women empowerment and, women, I'm all for women. So I can't, find something to pull out differently from this case. But I am glad. I feel he should have get a little bit more money. I know him, and he used to be my neighbor. He does always see me and call out to me. Unfortunately, even though we know each other and we agree with each other, I am still happy that you were fined $10,000 for doing that, because that is unacceptable. It's unacceptable to send unsolicited pics to to big old hardback woman, as we just say, who ain't want it. Much as you're sending to this 18-year-old. I mean,
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, sending to an 18-year-old, he probably didn't even think that this was going to be the outcome, right?
Yeah.
Because he probably thought, oh, she might have just deleted it. She would not have said anything about it, you know, but she did. And I'm happy that people are aware of what their rights are, you know. Joshua, no, it's not right if a woman does it either.
This
All
person
right?
is saying we are all interested. Carl, please explain yourself, because be for real. Please explain yourself. What do you
Carl,
mean?
we're speaking as women here. No, we are not all. And
Come
please note
on.
what we're saying. Unsolicited pictures, right? It's one thing if persons are in a relationship and let's say they choose to do this to spice things up,
Yeah.
right? That is so much different. But if you're not in a relationship with a person and you just send this random picture thinking it's going to entice us, it's annoying, right? It's annoying. And I mean, no, we don't save them. No, we don't save them. We delete them instantly. Okay? If we did save them, many of you out there might be blackmailed. All right? I'll just leave it at that before I say anything further. You catching yourself this morning? All right. So here is where we're going to take a break. You catch yourself?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. All right. So yeah, but people do have rights, and yes, both women and men, it is not correct, right? It's not correct. So but I'm glad that people know their rights, to know that they can take it further. Somebody could be prosecuted, they can be fined, etc., etc., etc. All right. So the point of it, know your rights.
As it goes to, as it relates to this case and a lot of other cases that are things that you would not normally see in the media and see persons being charged for, I am glad that not only are they being charged for them, but they are being highlighted in the media, and I'm hoping that it would deter some persons from doing that, and not just males alone, but male and female, for several issues. I'm hoping that, boy, I really hope that persons would see them and say, see me, let me behave myself before I in the newspaper. I'm hoping, and not just to be in the media, but, you know, doing something that is dangerous or harmful to somebody else. I am hoping.
Yeah.
Men, okay, you value yourself.
All right. So let's take a break at this time, and then we will be right back with more commentary this morning.